and gents, this is Miss Trey That Gym, and you are watching Gym Sport TV. This is about to be a love and hip hop Hollywood. Recap, chit chat, talk a little bit, and y'all know how we do it over here. We keeps it 100. Okay, so y'all already know this ain't for the kids. I'm about to say it how I mean it. Okay, let's get on into it. So basically, I guess what's been going on now is Tierra and Hazel E have fell out or whatever. So what's his name? Young Bird. I think that's that boy name. Young Bird. I think that's that boy name. Basically, hollered at Tierra about giving her a cut or whatever. Because I guess, he want to kind of see my girl back on top. And so, basically, Tierra, she's starving for a hit right about now. So, girlfriend is willing to take a hit wherever it come from. But let me just go ahead and get into the fact that from the last few episodes, round of applause, my nigga, round of applause, Young Bird. One thing I got to respect about that there nigga right there. Let me respect that. You understand? I respect your gangster. That brother is so, he keeping it so 100 with Hazel E. Like, listen. This what it's about to be, girlfriend. I'm about to be with you, and I'm going to be with them over there, too. I got to respect that. I would rather you tell me and let me not be with you, because let's just keep it 100. I'm not that kind of woman that's going to be with you while you with 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 of them. If you're a woman out there and that's something that you can handle, sharing your man, then, hey, round of applause to you, my sister. But however, I appreciate a brother like himself that can keep it strictly 100 and let girlfriend know, and don't just be around her back messing around with these other hoes. Let me just go ahead and say it. That's just what it is. It is what it is. You can't sugarcoat it no other way. It's a spirit called homemonger. Let me just go ahead and say it, so, hey. And behind your back and probably bringing you all types of stuff home, that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? And I can appreciate my bruh for just keeping it straight 100 with her. And it's so sad to say that it's women out here that's delusional. Sister, get out of your fantasy world. Hazel E, hear me good, baby. You in some type of fantasy world. You think that this man keeping it 100 with you. He's telling you, listen, I'm going to be with you and her over there too. And somehow in your mind, you can't fathom the fact that this brother is telling you that he's going to be with you, her, and her over there. I mean, it's either you going to listen and respect yourself or not. I'm just saying. And you can't get mad at this brother because in his mind, he done already told you what it is. And somehow, in your warped thinking, you can't understand that this brother done told you, I don't want you. Period. All I want you for is this over here. And somehow you not click-clacking. Sisters, let me just talk to my diamond sisters and let me talk to my diamonds in the rough, baby. Let me just school you to something. When a man say that he don't want you, or he only gonna be with you for sex, or all I want is sex from you, that's what he mean. Period. It's up to you as a woman to say, you know what? This is not what I want. This is not what I'm signing up for, and this is not what I want to be about. And you know what? Let me just keep it real funky with you. I had to get to a point where I'm hearing that, and I'm listening to that, and I'm going to take heed to that. I'm the kind where, listen, You just said what you had to say. Now I'm listening. In my mind or who I am, I have learned I'm not trying to create a fantasy about what this man is or imagine what I want this man to be. I take heed to that. And guess what I do? I fall back. Because I know I'm the kind of woman where right now, the woman that I've become, because let me just go ahead and be transparent and talk about back in the day. I wouldn't care less if your feelings was in it or not, or if you wanted my feelings to be in it or not. I was just like that. It is what it is. I got what I got, you got what you got, we got what we got, and that's what it is. But I have worked on the woman that I have become, and I am not going to compromise that particular person that I've become. I've worked to become. To compromise that to be with a dude that all he wants from me is sex with no emotion. It's not worth that. And I'm not going to say all men out here are like that where they don't want to invest into that woman or invest into a woman. Because there's brothers out here that ain't for that. I ain't trying to be sleeping with every chick that come their way. It's guys out here like, listen, I'm ready to be on that settle down, cuffing. You know, I ain't on that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be with Sally Sue, Jesse, and her too. You know what I'm talking about? I just want to be with you. And there's guys out here like that. And so my thing is, Hazel E, you need to understand something. Take a look in the mirror, baby girl, and realize if what you're willing to take is not what he's giving out, then guess what? You need to eliminate yourself from the situation. Because let me just go ahead and say, it takes two to be in that relationship. And that's all I got to say about that. And it's like you want to hate my dude, but how can you really hate dude? You can't hate dude because he keeping it 100 with my girl. Man, forget that. Let me keep it funky. He keeping 1,000 with that chick. You know what I'm saying? He letting it be known it is what it is. And I can respect that. I can respect that because being a woman that has been cheated on. And when your man don't keep it funky with you, let me just go ahead and say, I would have rather you just came and told me rather than just been behind my back, because you could be bringing anything home to me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the reality. That's my take on that. Hazel E, you're not willing to take what he's giving out, then baby girl, eliminate yourself from the situation. Please get out of the fantasy world. He's keeping it funky with you. He keeping it 100 with you. He telling you he don't want you like that. He just wants sex. He wants sex from her too, and maybe even them two over there too. So he's keeping it funky with you. It's just you are somehow creating this fantasy in your head. This brother is your man. He not your man. He not your man. Moving on. Tierra Marie. Pretty girls is crazy. Let me just go ahead and say it. They are crazy. Now, Tierra Marie though, for real, on some real stuff, I'm going to say I believe that Hazel E was trying to be a genuine friend to her. I just think that Tierra has been hurt so many times and so many people have done her bogus and grimy that she can't really accept that she got a friend or she got somebody that's really trying to, you know, be there for her and be a friend to her. But girlfriend, baby, let me just go ahead and say it. I ain't mad at her. Get your points up. If yeah, girl code, all this. Now listen, my girl code go like this. If you dated a dude, I don't want him. In my mind, once yours, always yours. Because let me just go ahead and say, he may be just fantasizing about you while he with me. So I don't want your dude. I don't want no dude you ever messed with. I don't care if you messed with him 25,000 years ago and today is 2014. I just don't know. No. My girl code goes like this. I don't want nobody you've ever been with. I don't care if it was a one night stand. That's just how I roll. I don't want anybody you've ever been with. I don't want to talk to nobody you've ever been with. I don't want to even think about being around somebody you done ever been with. That's just the reality. My girl code go like this. If you see me hollering at one of your exes, please pull me to the side and say, listen up, Trey, I dated him. Enough said. I don't want it. Don't want no parts of it. Any friends of mine that are watching can tell you I stick to this code because that's just how I roll. You understand? And I will hope it will be vice versa for you. However, you got women out here that will date their friends' exes. And you so stupid, let me just go ahead and say, if she want him back at some point, she knows what pushes his buttons. Why? Because you just got with him, so you don't really know what pushes my dude's buttons. So my girl code goes like that. I don't mess with nobody you ever dated, talked to, been with, none of that. Let me just go ahead and say, I don't flow like that. I don't date none of my family members, exes, and all of this. Is too many men out here for that. No. I don't do that. I don't roll like that. Don't need to roll like that. That's how my girl code goes. However, when it comes to business, and I'm about to do business, and me and you are not really talking like that, I'm not going to pick up my phone and say, hey, I'm about to cut this deal with so-and-so, and they about to produce my movie or my play, and I want to know if it's okay if he produces my movie and my play. If me and you're not talking, my girl code with you, when it comes to that, let me just keep it funky with you, it's no code. Let's get this money, boo-boo. And maybe if one day you get in your head that I'm not against you and I'm your sister and I'm for you, let's spend this money together. And that's what it is. But my girl code, and even if we not talking, now I will pick up the phone and be like, hey, have you ever hollered at so-and-so, so-and-so? Because somebody said y'all hollered back in the day and woo off the whim, get your adverbs here. Now, it's up to you if you holler back and let me know if you ever dealt with my dude. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to business, I ain't sorry. I'm not picking up the phone to tell you he about to produce me. Not doing it. Tiara Marie, get your money up. Get your coins up. I ain't mad at her. Y'all may disagree with that. It is what it is. Y'all know how I get down. I could care less. It's reality. It's business. Let's make this money. It's too much money out here not being made that we can make. Let's get this coin, okay? Let's get this coin. Let's produce this thing and let's do it. That's my take on that. I don't think that her girl code was against Hazel E because she's getting the music and da-da-da-da-da-da. Now, if she's trying to say, well, they fell out, they shouldn't be working together, let me just go ahead and say this. Men forgive things or let things go quicker because it's like, man, I messed up, my bad. If it's they do, man, my bad. So they feel the same way when it comes to their friends that's chicks too. Like, man, if you man enough or woman enough to be friends with a man, you got to go with the guy code. The guy code is, listen, I didn't let it go. Now it's up to you to let it go. Now, Tiara said, okay, well, you want to make it up to me by helping me get this coin? Holla at your girl. I'll take that. I ain't mad at her. That's all I got to say about that. Moving on from that. So let me get into this love triangle that's with the Malibu Barbie and the look like the Puerto Rican Barbie. Okay? Basically, what's his name? Mally Mal. Child, he playing both of y'all. Let me just go ahead and say, that man had sex with that woman. Let me just explain something to you all. And let me just keep it funky. And if you ain't been married in a while and you celibate, this ain't the video for you. Because I've been married and I've been doing me. So let me just go ahead and say, no man I know, if a woman is fine and a woman got it going on and she laid up in his bed, no woman I know, no man I know is going to walk away without hitting that. I don't care who you are. There's no way. If a man wants you to move to another state, if a man wants you to go somewhere and you want to keep saying it ain't sexual, it's just verbal, that's a lie. Sorry, you cannot take fire into your bosom and not burn. Baby, let me just go ahead and say, you're burning, honey. And they had sex. Let me just go ahead and say, to the baddest whatever you call yourself, Miss Girl. Michaela McKenzie, y'all know I ain't good with names. Drop her name down below. And Molly Mall had sex. Boyfriend have flew this girl in a private plane halfway across the country.